Hi, welcome you all from the second video where we are going to talk about the key security principles. In the first video, we spoke about what is a principle and how to define this secure design principle and why it is important for us to define these principles. So there are close to 10 principles which I have coined based on my experience and the industry best practices. Let's talk about the 10 of these principles and then briefly discuss about what are these principles, how are we going to do this. The key principles are, the first principle what we have to do is assign least privilege as much as possible. Whenever a person comes into anywhere, the first aspect we have to do is ensure that we give him the least access, as least as possible. It's important. The next important thing is you need to ensure that there are separate responsibilities for each of these people who are coming into the application. The third aspect is you need to trust them cautiously. Trust is a word we say that because he signed an NDA, we have trust him. It is not that we should not trust anyone, but we will trust him cautiously. The fourth important aspect is simplest solution possible. What is the simplest solution? The first three aspects talks about the various aspects of what is belief, and the fourth one talks about how are you going to release a solution, or design a solution which will be secure. The simplest solution possible talks about how simple is the solution and what are the various considerations from a security perspective which are written down when you write the solution. The fifth one is once you design the solution, how are you going to audit the various sensitive events which are happening as a part of the solution. The sixth one is about fail securely and use secure defaults. What is the word fail secure? For example, when you're entering a username and password, if you've seen in most of these websites nowadays, if you key in the wrong username and a password, the message you get is invalid credentials. So we need to fail, but ensure that you fail in security. Hackers generally look at these outcomes of the inputs what you give, and based on that, they start working on it. And the next important aspect we look at is never rely upon any kind of pattern. For example, if you're relying on a pattern and if this pattern is already in existence, do not ever rely on that. Because if there is a coding, there is a decoding. And this coding and decoding is always available on the internet for any user to look at it. So that is why you should never rely on a pattern which is already available. You should write your own patterns. The fifth or the eighth aspect is defense in depth. Yes, defense in depth. What is defense in depth? If you look at the overall ISO OSI reference layer across all the 7 layers, defense in depth means you start from your application layer and you should ensure that security is taken care till the physical layer. And then we should never try to invent any security technology. Our objective is not to invent the technology. Our objective is to use the existing technology and define what we want. And the last principle is we need to identify what is the weakest link. So every aspect of the application will have a weakest link. So these are the 10 principles which we have to look at it when you're designing any kind of secure application. With this, we would go ahead and talk about each of these principles in depth in the upcoming video. Do like us and then follow us and subscribe in my channel. And let's wait for the next video where we'll talk in depth about all the key 10 security principles. Thank you.
Please don't forget to like our video and do subscribe to our channel and press the notification bell icon for latest updates. Thanks for watching.